Okay, let's go. Hello, hello.
Hello,
Hey, what's up?
how's it going? I was just about to start vacuuming too, so I turned around and I saw I got picked. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, shoot.
Not to-
Let's go. Um, link me your OSU profile and we will have a nice conversation about the game OSU. That's the
we will,
plan.
we will have an intervention about my Osu addiction.
Okay. Guess that's one way to put it. All right. Okay, give me one sec. Blah, blah, blah. So, let me share my whole screen on Discord so you can see. Um, Publix. Wait, how did that get there?
I put that there manually because I saw people with that in their profile pictures and I
Yeah.
was like, what? That must be exclusive. That must be
Wait, this
fun.
is this is the Sapphire Ghost user page thing.
Yeah, he's my main inspiration. Recently I found the person in his profile picture collab in a multi, and I got
What?
that mutual. I was very happy about it.
What the heck? Wait, that's actually awesome. 357.
Yeah, Coda. I think his name was Coda or Koba, something like that.
Wait, really? Hold on. I gotta see this real quick. I gotta see this. Wait, is it like in the user page anywhere?
Uh, nah. Let me see. I can look through my friends list.
Coda. Huh?
It's like slash Coda, like a ampersand Coda, whatever. Let me see.
Dash? Underscore?
Dash. That's what it is. Dash. Dash Coda. No,
Oh,
that's not. Am I tripping? Oh, hold on. I gotta find this guy now. Oh, it's Soba. Dash Soba Dash.
oh, Dash Soba. Soba Dash. Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
playing a little
recently
bit.
returned.
When's the Sapphire Ghost return?
Real.
Where is it?
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Bring him back and his quirky little cursor.
Wait, that's true. That is true. Okay, well, we are here for OC Gaming. So, how we'll start. Do you have any like specific goals that you've been kind of working towards right now? Either short term or long term, like things you've been trying to get better at?
Well, my long-term goal for OSU game is top 20 mouse players. Before I quit, I want to get up there.
Oh, is
Um,
it like be considered as a top 20 mouse player
uh,
or like
that
by
area like
rank?
ranking wise,
Ah, top 20 mouse player.
preferably the first, but the first is harder to do, I think. So
Arguably easier because you don't need to be super good. You just need to be known.
unique,
Yeah.
which I try to do. A lot of my scores are leaderboards and stuff. So
Um. So let's take a. Okay. Well, actually, are there like specific skill sets that you've been working towards? Or okay, actually, let me think. Let me think. So you have some easy scores.
couple.
I'm pretty confident in your reading. I would say like lower AR, like reading foundation.
Overall, I'm a hidden player through and through. Like full stop. There's not a play on my account that isn't hidden.
Oh, okay.
Other than like I recently farmed 69 no mod S ranks just because it's funny on my account. Uh,
Oh, I see. I
uh,
see.
but other than that, no, I don't know how to read no mod. I started hidden 2 weeks into the game because my friend, the guy who was teaching me how to play the game, was bad at it, and I was like, I want to be better than him.
Oh, interesting.
And then
That was your first motivation?
I never stopped. Yeah,
I
he's
see.
still like he's like 200K now, I think. But yeah, I've been playing since 2020, since the COVID rise.
Oh wait, yeah, that's true actually. Historical. Oh, so you made your account, but you didn't actually start playing until COVID.
Yeah,
Dang, okay. All right.
my first OSU video was Cookiesy da da da, God mode,
Oh, God mode.
circle people.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's get a good understanding of your skill set. I think if your main goal is top 20 mouse player, I guess by rank more than anything, then we'll probably be talking a lot about like skill cap pushing.
Yeah.
If so, okay, so the best way to think about the ranking system is it directly correlates with star rating, and so it really rewards being able to play very high star rating in a certain skill set. But so basically, like if you can play 6 stars, 6-star jump 8 farm and 6-star stream farm, then you're still probably only capped at like 450 pp or 500 or so.
Hmm.
Um, if you can play like mid 7-star jump farm, or I'll say streams because that's more meta right now. If you can play 7.5-star stream farm, but you really can't play any jump farm maps, then you're still getting like 600s and probably 700s as well.
Yeah.
So,
As you can see, I'm sure there's a lot of DT, a lot of tapping based things. Right now I'm capped at like 250 BPM for like my stamina and stuff, and I am very much like speed over stamina right now. I'm training my stamina, but my speed is a lot better than
okay, so your stamina is around 250 or your speed?
my comfortable speed is like
Okay.
250. And
Um,
stamina I'm like 215, 222.
250. And then stamina you said two, wait, 222.
Like 250, 215
Oh,
more.
215. I was like, I heard 250 again. I was like, what the heck? Max comfort, speed, BPM, and then max comfort stamina is like 215 through 222 BPM. Okay, so what we'll probably do right now. Oh, okay, so let me just write this down actually. So, PP system is directly rewards being very like very strong in a certain skill, being able to play a very high SR, even if your skill set is very narrow. Actually, skill set is 2 words.
Yeah.
So this on top of the fact that I think if you reach a pretty high level with one skill, it's like a very strong like pillar for you to like build the rest of your skills up to a similar level. You see that with a lot of like people who reach top 50 with like only one skill set, and then they like afterwards they branch out. Like they have this really high pillar that they can like pull, like they're already standing at a very high elevation and they can like pull their other skill sets up to that point. Is
Yeah.
like a good way to think of it. So
And right now I'm sitting on a couple 7-star FCs. But it's hard to I don't know. It's hard to find maps. I have a lot of old maps, but that's not particularly like I have a hard time finding new maps.
oh, like maps to farm or
Yeah,
maps just in
well,
general?
maps in general. I have a lot of like I have every map from like 2016 and before downloaded, but I have hardly anything from after then.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's more like an
2016.
era thing, like finding quality maps from modern era is difficult for me.
How did that happen? How did
What,
you end up
downloading
with?
all the old maps?
Oh, did you just download like a pack of like a bunch of old maps?
Yeah, I did by year.
Ah.
And then I was like 2016 is when like this is like a few years ago. I was like 2016 is when mapping got a little stinky. I might just like stop it there.
Oh, I see. I think new maps are pretty cool.
Newer ones, yeah.
I would start by taking maps that you like and going to those mappers' profiles, especially if they're pretty popular maps. Chances are those mappers have some cool stuff on their profile or like newer stuff as well. Even some people have been mapping for a long time. Like this guy has been ranking maps
Oh,
since 2013.
yeah. Captain sends me his new ranked maps because he's a fellow Illinois boy.
Oh, wait.
So
Wait, really? Wait, that's
yeah,
awesome.
So like he knows that like me and him are like the speed players of the state. So he's like, hey, you should try this one out. He's like, he just ranked it.
Wait, that's awesome. Yeah, wait, okay. Wait, I actually had no idea. But that's awesome. All right, so just start with his maps and like go to like his GDers, I guess. Like whoever
Hmm.
is making guest diffs. That I think is a pretty good starting point. Or their nominators. That's actually a really good way to find like if there's a map that you like and yeah, a map you like that's ranked, you can probably go to that person's like nomination profile. If there's still a BN, then on their user page, there's a section where you can see the maps that they nominated.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and these obviously
That's
are
new.
these are all gonna yeah, it's relatively new, but these are all gonna
Mhm.
be like kind of new-ish maps.
That's sick.
So yeah, same with this guy who also nominated that captain map we were looking at. But um, what is this?
Oh, that's new. Yeah.
Wait, what?
C30 BPM like mashup type deal.
Oh, it sounds like Fake Promise. I know you couldn't hear it, but I'm sure you know the song.
Yeah.
Um, what the heck? Wait, that's crazy.
It's
Anyway,
a yeah.
um, so I think what we'll do is let's try to get a really good. Okay, so actually, okay, so if just without like watching any of your gameplay, I suspect that your skill set is basically perma hidden,
Mhm.
and your main sort of like strengths would be like reading and speed.
Reading speed and like I'd say like my snap aim is solid.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense given like older maps kind of
Hmm.
uh push that more than than newer maps. That's good. I mean that translates to jumps, especially if your snap aim is good, then it's just a matter of like doing it faster and you'll be able to play like pretty high BPM like jump maps. Like those like 4 minute DT farm songs where you play with DT, like those like full length anime openings and stuff.
Hmm.
Um those are definitely pretty farmable. Um
We love length bonus.
yes, we do. We definitely do. Let's see. So do you have any like replays that you feel like kind of represent where you're at right now?
Um, my most recent play is the fifth top there.
The fifth one. Oh, okay. Senya. Senya, let's go.
Sanya, 20 hit leaderboard. Woo!
Ooh, let's go. Also, I feel like if you train on 2017 maps and earlier, then like you'll start playing modern maps that are more optimized, quote unquote, for PP, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, that was easy. So let's see here. Oh, where's your?
You could just get it from the
Yeah.
leaderboard now.
Um. Oh, I didn't know your score was on the leaderboard. Okay, I'll find
Yeah,
it from there. Where are you? Oh, there
I'm
it
right
is.
there.
Nice. Let me switch my screen share so you can. Oh, I didn't even need to export it. Let me change my skin first. And oh. Okay, can you see?
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay.
Check this out.
Looks like you're playing with mouse. Oh wait, you did mention that. You mentioned that
Yeah,
already.
I am mouse.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's another thing. I think mouse is usually um, easier to do snap aim with. I think.
Yeah, I've recently started getting better at it. It's weird. I feel like my snap aim is better when I ult, but I am a single tap player,
Oh, okay.
so I can only utilize it on like higher BPM maps, like 280 and stuff.
Ah, wait, interesting. So, do you want to just push your single tap speed further, or do you want to get more comfortable with alternating?
Uh, I've been focusing on a little bit of both because my main issue is like full alting, like changing BPMs in the same stream, or like changing like from alting 280 BPM single tap to 280 BPM triple is tough
Oh,
for me. Um,
It's like alting jumps into like alting burst.
Yeah, I'm very bad at it,
Are
but I'm
you
getting better.
are you playing index middle or index ring?
I'm doing index ring on G and J.
Okay, got it. And I guess you're single tapping with index.
Hmm.
Okay, let me write that down. In, mouse. And do you have your DPI or eDPI?
My DPI is 1800 with 1.25 cents.
Okay, 1800 at 1.25.
And then the reason why I was queening is because I wanted to have my hand cam because I tap in a unique way, which you will see.
Aha, okay. Oh, I see. Let's see. So index ring, index single tap, alts, and higher BPMs. And you said tends to struggle with alting single taps and bursts mixed together. So if it's
Mhm.
just like constant bursts, is it that also tricky to alternate?
That's what I'm getting better at right now. Maps like have you heard of Kamuri, where it's like 170 BPM streams into 250 like bursts and stuff, like
Um,
like slower BPM streams to bursts and stuff
can
like
you
that is
link
what I'm
it?
working on currently. Yeah, yeah. Let me give it
Okay, I might. I'll probably have you try that map
for
now.
sure. Oh, I love it. It's one of my faves.
Okay, let's
Uh,
go.
it's a down map if that gives you any idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Camry. Oh, I have it. Oh, I have an old version, I guess. Is it ranked?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, got it. If you want to share your screen, and
Yeah, sure.
yeah, let's go.
And let's see. Will it work? Yeah, we got it.
Let's go. So if I ever randomly leave the call, it's because my Discord crashed. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay, I am ready. Oh, you have the tech. You actually have the tech.
Oh, I forgot to put on no fail. Whoops.
Oh, oh, good.
But yeah, like it goes from like 170 to like 130 and like 250. It's weird.
Yeah, is this the type of like alternating, quote unquote, that's like tricky for you?
It's more like alt aim, like alt jumps.
Alt aim. Okay. Oh, okay. So like more like conventional rhythm stuff.
Yeah, stuff like something.
Like Senya.
Trying to think of. No, this is 260. Ah, this is good. 272.
Oh. I'm trying to think of maps that have like lots of consecutive like triple like single triple single stuff. Like single triple single.
Stuff like that is a little bit easier because
Okay.
it's just one long burst. But like where it's like that, like alt into triple into alt, like making me go back and forth a struggle.
Wait, let's play slow motion.
Oh God.
We're gonna
uh,
solve this.
this triple problem.
Yep. Oh, I've never seen this version.
Oh, this was mapped last year,
Oh, okay.
but you will see the intro is what I struggle on with these
Right.
triples. It's just not. It's not
Can you play
happening.
it without DT?
Yeah.
But like, can you like
AR.
play it without DT but alternating? I think you were single tapping them. Wait, can you play the intro like full alting without DT?
I don't think so.
Okay, well that's what you're doing with DT, right? You have to full alt it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try
Well,
doing
this
it.
is like this is 240, isn't it? I can single tap 240,
Oh, okay.
but it's the triples that's the main problem.
Oh, even if you're single tapping?
Yeah.
Oh.
No matter what, I struggle with triples.
Oh, interesting.
Like triple spam is just not my thing. On like 160 BPM, it's nothing because it's slow enough.
Yeah.
But like on 240, it's almost like there's no break in between the triples,
Right.
and so it's like constant, like in your face. Okay, never mind. Apparently, I lied.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
What
I don't know
happened?
what I did in the beginning, but it's so on and off. Did you want me to
Yeah, you
continue?
can keep playing it. Yeah, I feel like your skill set is already in a pretty good spot to where like you can just keep pushing your strengths, like whatever your current strengths are right now. I feel like you can just keep pushing them, and you'll just like keep improving. I don't see too many like fundamental issues.
Mm.
Basically, like I think from what I've seen, by far the biggest reason why people find themselves getting stuck is because they have some fundamental issue that either they don't realize or that they've been like neglecting. But
Mm.
if you don't have any like fundamental or like technique issues that are preventing you from improving, then like you can just put all of your energy into skill cup and you'll just keep improving. This is like you need that base to build off of.
I see.
And I feel like you have a pretty solid base between like your snap aim is good, your reading is obviously really good, and your finger control is fine as long as the BPM isn't too high, which in that case it's really just a matter of like pushing your skill cap to be able to do it faster.
Mm. And then I've been for stamina, I've been doing the old classic.
Oh, we
long
love long
stream
stream.
practice.
We love long stream.
I just did 160 recently. I managed to get the FC a few days
Wait,
ago.
press the up arrow. Press the up arrow once. Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, I thought you used the arrow keys to go from this diff to the one in the same map set.
Mm-mm.
Oh, what the heck? That was crazy. Did you click on it?
No, I clicked the real
Oh,
fast.
you clicked on it. I thought you used the keyboard. I was like, I didn't know you can do that. Um, but yeah, right now I'm wondering, like, okay, really the question is like, are you pushing skill cap like as hard as you could be, if that's your goal?
It takes me. It's hard for me to do because uh, currently I've been focusing on like more, like non-DT stuff for skill cap
Oh,
pushing.
okay.
Just because I realized that uh, I don't have to FC 7 stars to get 400 PP if I just don't play DT.
That is true. That is definitely true.
And like going for 7 stars is fun, but it takes me a really long time to warm up my speed and to get to a
Ah,
comfortable level to FC those higher star maps. So I've been focusing on it is something I haven't mentioned, but a lot of what I do in this game is based off of my nerves. Like I started getting really good at DT because if I have to focus on going fast, I can't focus on, oh, this is a real good score. I'm gonna get nervous and miss.
oh, like you don't have time to get nervous.
Yeah, because it's onslaught, you know.
I see. Like it just ends. Interesting. Um, so I'm curious, uh, do you want to just like push your speed all the way to like be like really, really good and then kind of branch out or like start kind of branching out afterwards? Or do you want to kind of like work on a bunch of different skills and kind of like flesh out your skill set a little bit while you kind of skill cut push at the same time?
I'd like to flesh things out. I tried to play recently. There's a tournament called Star Spangled Cup, and I was
Oh,
really interested in it because it was like optional hidden on every map. I was like, yeah, finally, my time
oh,
to shine.
let's
And
go.
then I played the Quals pool, and it is hell.
Is it happening right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
I like opted out of it because I can't. I get 50k on all these. Like I can't play any of this. It's so difficult.
so are you interested in like getting more into tournaments?
Eventually, but
Okay.
this certainly dropped my motivation a peg. I was like,
Oh.
this is what people around my rank range are doing. Like,
Well,
I
tournament
could
players have
D,
completely separate skill sets. I feel like.
yeah, because like this is the DT2, and I was like, yeah, this is totally my vibe, and then I can't even pass it.
Oh, let's see. Wait, what AR is it? 8? 8.
8.2.
8.2. Okay.
Yeah, here's around the part where my stamina starts to die.
Ah, so it's kind of a stamina thing on this map.
Yeah. Although this is the first time I've made it to the chorus.
It doesn't look like it from my perspective, but on like the finger control sections, do you feel like you're kind of mashing? Or do you feel like you're
Um,
able to read like the amount that you need to tap?
hmm. This run, I'm doing that I'm doing a lot better at reading. But
Okay.
normally I'm mashing through that like
Okay.
really bad. Like normally I'd be at like 82% ac.
Well, you're kind of beasting right now. I think
A little.
your hands aren't doing you many favors right now.
Hmm. It's also now that I've recently got a new PC setup and what I've been I like repositioned my monitor and everything today.
Okay.
So I am now sitting up straight. Uh,
Okay.
so this is a novel concept.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a buff. I think, especially, I don't know if it's just me, but like I've been like messing with like playing with mouse somewhat recently, and I feel like sitting up straight is like the only way that you can play mouse. I don't know if it's just me,
Mhm.
but like it just makes it way easier than like even just leaning back a little bit. It's a lot harder.
If it's a bit weird because the times I do find like yeah like I'm like all up on my screen,
Yeah.
it's when I do the best in flow aim.
Oh,
Like because I feel like I have to hyper focus hidden flow aim reading a lot more.
right.
So like when I get really into it, that's when my flow aim is good. But like for finger control and stuff, like just sitting back and letting your hand do the work is good.
Like sitting up straight or like leaning back a little bit.
Sitting up straight.
Okay, yeah.
I do notice when I start to match is when I lean forward because I am losing stamina, so I have to get more into it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, what was that?
What the?
It's a Wowie map.
That, yeah, I did notice. He looks getting a little wacky.
It's fun when you can do it. That was a reading issue.
Oh, reading. I almost thought it was stamina.
Now it's stamina.
You got this.
Oh, I have no fill on. Kind of went
Okay.
off on those sliders.
This map is really long. Wow.
This is qualifiers DT2, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
I'll take it at B rank.
Yeah.
That's
This definitely seems
with
like a good difficulty range for you. Like you're running out of stamina right as a section is ending, which is like it's good. It's like it just gives you a little bit more like like that little bit of map where like you just have to push through.
mm-hmm.
And as long as you're like consistently doing that throughout your session, I feel like that's really where you start to get gains with your stamina and speed.
For sure.
I'm curious, is hard rock something you've been kind of working towards right now?
Yes.
Is there anything like tricky about hard rock for you right now?
About it's one of those things where like I have to start my session with hard rock, otherwise it's
Ah,
not a hard rock day.
I see. I
Like
think.
a
Oh, what's
map
up?
like this is almost impossible for me with hard rock.
6.5, like cursor control, kind of.
Also, like weird, like long sliders.
Oh god, yeah. I can just
They,
imagine half slash map.
they aren't fast, but they're just
Weird.
awkward.
Um.
Like my usual hard rock farm maps are like these
Aha,
types of like
Darklight Dreamer. Okay, I
the
see.
classic.
Yeah, tournament maps sometimes like challenge skill sets. It like there's certain skill sets that always show up in tournaments that just don't really exist in like PP farm, like if you're just kind of playing solo normally or for
Yeah,
top place.
like I'm aware of like half slash DT maps, but half
Oh
slash
gosh,
hard rock maps are a whole different breed.
that is true. What is badge maps?
Badge maps, that's a while ago. I want to get my what is it? What is the? No, I don't have the local for it. It was
Oh.
like halftime flashlight, whatever that badge was.
Oh, for a medal.
Was it easy? Yeah, I forget the badge for it, but it was like a map older than 2014 with a certain amount of mods, and then you get a
Oh,
badge for
interesting.
FC. There's the one that Willie got on that one Conbu map, but yeah,
Wait, I had no idea. Um,
it's one of the rare one of the rare badges in the game.
I'm curious. Okay, so what I'm kind of noticing is, um, well, okay, there's definitely like certain skill sets that I'm noticing that like you could work on. I'm just wondering like how you kind of want to prioritize everything. So I think that's gonna help us a lot. So there's here. Let me see if I can write them down. Um, share screen. Okay. So, um, notes. How do I want to do this? So skills that could be worked on. Um, so there's like okay, so actually I'll say overall I'm not very concerned about your fundamentals for the most part. I think you're at the point where like I don't really think there's any fundamentals that are like really messing with you. Um, so you can just keep pushing skill cap. And find improvement in whichever skill you want to work on. So now the question is like, which skill sets do you really want to like push towards? And
Mm.
I think this is really a personal choice and comes down to like what you kind of want to be known for as a player. Because I feel like at your point right now, like you can pick any skill set and like as long as you just keep working on it, like you'll eventually become known for that skill set. Especially if you start playing tournaments, then like whatever skill set you've been gravitating towards like for a really long time, that just kind of becomes your natural strongest skill in tournaments. So what I'm noticing is alternating. Alternating is one thing we talked about. Alternating,
Mm.
especially full alt on finger control stuff. You seem pretty comfortable with finger control as long as you can start everything with your dominant finger. So is that kind of accurate?
Yeah, I feel like that has partial reason why I'm so bad at triples.
You can start everything with your. Well, even with consecutive triples, I think as long as you can. That seems to be the one thing that, like, even if you start everything with your index, does it kind of just like your brain gets like twisted a little bit, like finger twisted
Oh, wait.
on like consecutive triples?
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Something I forgot to mention about my tapping. Um, so I start my single taps with my index, but I start my burst with my ring.
Okay, that is good to know.
Anything that I have to alternate, I start with ring. But my single tapping, use index.
Okay, that's actually good to know. Um, this starts bursts streams with ring. Okay, interesting, interesting. Um, so when you play consecutive triples, is it that like you kind of need to start everything with ring? Like
Yeah.
you go, okay. If you're playing on like G and J, you basically have to do this, right?
Mm,
But then like when you're single tapping, it's like this, right? Like if you're single tapping and then there's consecutive triples.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Is this why
That
it's
also
tricky?
a little bit. I have similar like tapping quirks like that. Like patterns where it's like a slider then a note then a slider.
Um, is it like are they like
Like
is it in the
just
rhythm of a single tap or a triple?
in the rhythm of a triple.
Okay, yeah, like the big
Like
black.
slider note slider. I have to single tap the note in the middle no matter what finger I start with.
Um,
Like I have to use my index finger to tap that note in the middle, and I don't know why. It's just something I've always done.
so you basically use your index for like all three of those notes, or would you play it as like a slider and then a double, or what?
So I'd do slider then double
Ah,
for
okay.
those.
Um, that's actually something that I have like a whole section about that specific pattern in the finger control video that I'm working on.
Mm.
Um, basically, let me just draw the pattern. Let me just draw it. So you're talking about like, oh, go away, go. Um, slider. Why is these sliders so long? Okay, let's go to a Senya map. Songs compilation. Okay, there we go. So you have like slider, and then okay, here we go. Yep, and then another slider
Yeah,
like this.
like I'll have to index ring.
Hmm. But I mean, you do see the rhythm of it as like kind of being a triple.
I see it.
Okay, so
It's just my mental.
what about if the pattern is like this, or like this, or oh god, let me redraw this. Okay, patterns like these.
Similar. If it's just the two notes, then I'll do it like that. Otherwise, if I read more than two notes there, it's like, oh, that counts as a burst, and then I'll tap it with my ring.
Ah, so if it's like um excuse my my spacing, but so
An extreme format.
if it's like this,
Yeah, then I'll tap it fine,
then you kind of see it as like a seven note. Like you hit this with your index.
and then I tap the rest of it like a burst. Yeah.
Oh, like a six note burst, kind of.
Hmm.
Okay. I think what it might be is because you start bursts with your. Wait, no, wait, that doesn't make sense. Um, is it because you kind of like read this note as a single tap because it's just one note?
Yeah, I think so. Sounds right.
So that's why you kind of play with your index.
And it hasn't been
And
too hard on me so far.
okay, yeah, I'm just curious because, well, I think if your tapping style is one where you single tap with one finger but then start burst with your other,
Mm.
then uh, I think these types of patterns don't really trip you up as much. But yeah, I don't know, that's interesting because I mean it is kind. I mean, at least the way I see it is, if it's let's say it's just like this. This is basically a triple where the first note of it is like kind of held down for longer. I think that's the best way that I have to kind of explain it.
Hmm.
But
I think it might also stem from like when you're a new player, because as far as my memory goes, I've always done this. But when you're a new player, you're really bad at holding down sliders. So it might have been like me focusing like, man, I really gotta hold this slider. I don't want to release it early and lose a slider end.
so that's why you like, if you're holding this with index, then you'll play the next note with your ring. Or did I misunderstand?
Or like reading it as a single tap. So like you hold it down with the finger you're good at single tapping with, and then like like next one's the double. Just go through.
But then the thing is like if you play this with index and then you start the next note with index as well, like you have to lift your finger and then press it back down again in this like short window so that you don't drop the slider end,
Hmm.
which makes it a little harder. Like
A
it
little
does
harder
increase
for
the
the note.
difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of increases the speed requirement and like kind of dexterity, being able to like release and then tap again in that short window. I mean, if you can do it, then like that's awesome, but I think it makes it a little harder. And at the same time, it does kind of create the rhythm of a triple, I would say. Um, like the slider end is trying to create a triple rhythm along with the next two notes. It's kind of what it's trying to be.
Yeah, I just gotta start forcing myself to tripling those, I guess.
Yeah, I think if
'Cause
you're able to,
otherwise I'm hard stuck.
well, the thing is that if for you, it would be fine to kind of see it as a double because you start burst with your other finger anyway. So if you single tap this slider with your index and then you play the next two notes as a double, then you would do index ring index on this pattern anyway, right?
Mhm.
Which is kind of how you should be playing it. Like this circle here should be played with the other finger, like not the same finger you played the slider with. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah,
Um, okay, let's see here.
that was good to visualize it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay, let's. Okay, so there's that alternating, and then there's um like raw speed slash stamina, and then there's I think hard rock, like wackier types of maps, especially. Oops. What did I just do? There we go.
Hmm.
Um, i.e. like tournament HR stuff.
Yeah.
So I think alternating will help you be able to play higher BPM stuff more comfortably. Um, Especially, although I don't think it's that big of a deal because like if you can already kind of play those patterns on lower BPMs, then it's just a matter of pushing your speed and stamina to be able to do it faster.
Yeah, like when I'm on like a really solid warm up, I can single tap 270 no problem.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just takes that effort, that warm up. And it'll get faster over time. But
yeah. If I were you, I think like raw speed and stamina is definitely gonna like build your skill cap in a way where you can keep ranking up. And like I also think that raw speed and stamina gives you a really strong like it's probably one of the best pillars to branch out from, I would say. We were
oh yeah.
talking about like pushing one skill set all the way up and then like kind of branching out from there. I think like raw speed stamina is a really good like type of map to specialize in at first. And the other really good one I would say is like tech. It's kind of like the other like strong pillar. Like if you get like absolutely cracked at tech maps, then it's just like just push your speed stamina a little bit. But like you end up developing really good finger control and really good like cursor movement and like being able to play sliders properly, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think it's kind of a question of like, do you want to work on hard rock now or later?
Mm. I probably later, because right now, what I want to be known for is like when I eventually get up there 3-digit level, I want to be like like a Henry, like a hidden three.
Ah, okay.
Like you could trust that guy. He's gonna FC your hidden three.
Yep.
He's gonna have that little bit of speed, that little bit of reading, that little bit of like tech influence.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. In that case, I think raw speed and stamina is definitely going to be the best pick for you, which is good because I think you already have a decent starting point on speed and stamina, I would say.
Mhm.
So, I'm curious like what your I guess if you were to like start a session and be like, "Okay, I'm going to push speed stamina today." Like what would that session look like?
You start off with long stream practice. Start at 140, 150.
Okay.
Or do you want me to like visualize?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you
Like,
can screen share like this. There you go. Long stream.
of course, this comes up. I'd start with it. What I usually do, or what I'm starting to do, is start at 140. Okay, I've seen that.
Right.
150. Okay, do a
Okay.
160 run. Then like I get my hand position down.
Yeah.
Then I'll move on to like a 6-star comfort BPM map. So like normally I just do BPM equals 220. I go down 6 stars. But what's a good one? I have one in mind, but I always forget the name of it. This Hisekai. This
Ah.
map is awesome. So I'll just do this because it's a good mix of like snap aim and 220 BPM bursts. And I'll do that for a
Right.
while. then uh then I'll eventually I'll switch on to DT. Depends on what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, today's a HR day. We'll grind some accuracy. I'll stick around the 6-star range and just play random maps with HR.
Okay.
See what I can do. Other times I'll just go DT 6-star, press F2 a couple times, see what I got on.
Okay. Oh, so
It,
do you always sort by difficulty even if you're pushing speed stamina?
yeah.
Ah, okay.
I have a couple maps like for speed stamina. Oh, this was an OWC a while back.
Oh. Yep.
This is a good map for that. Uh, but it's mainly just 220 is my comfort, so 220 is what I like to warm up with. Um, like
Okay.
Iki. This
Oh,
map is
banger.
great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Um wait, go back to the OWC speed map. Um one thing I'm noticing is that on all of these maps, are these like your warm-up maps or like pushing maps
These are
or kind of in between?
in between, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm looking for maps that you're getting like 80 to 85 on. Where are those?
Would be a good one. Normally up here, like
That's a lot of
is
A
it?
ranks.
Stuff like this.
Okay, okay, yeah.
But this is a partial pattern issue. Gekiko, I only recently like this A rank is I'd say that was a luck run.
Okay, okay.
Because there's a section in the middle where it's just like this is constant.
Wait, it's still loading. Okay, wait, can you go back to this sort of the section?
It's like just like for a solid minute, it goes in between these 5 bursts.
Ah, wow, okay.
So that's a good like stamina push one.
Okay. Yeah, because I
Uh,
think really pushing yourself for A ranks on maps is a really good way to like build your speed and stamina, I feel like.
and it's something I certainly don't do enough of. I will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
I need to push that a bit more.
Yeah, I think you're at the point where like you're not getting as much juice out of like playing maps that you can already get like 90 to 90 like 5 consistently. as opposed
Because
to
up to this point, I've just been doing a lot of like improving as I grind.
what does that mean? Oh, like like grinding for scores.
Yeah, like since I'd say beginning, like December 2021. Since then, it's just been nonstop. Like my rank has only gone up. There's never been like a point of like halting until recently, and it's just been like improving as I grind these maps. It started with
Ah,
this, like from when I got my first 6-star FCs to these recent 7-star FCs.
dang, let's go. Yeah, that's one of those things with the PP system actually does a pretty good job of that because like if your top play is like 190, then like you're really pushing yourself for 200s. And so like you're
Hmm.
just like trying to seek out all these maps that are like just barely beyond what you're typically used to playing and being like maybe I can get a 200 on this. And then you kind of just keep building up incrementally, but I feel like there's a lot of value in like pushing yourself to like one step past that and like pushing for A ranks rather than pushing for like FCs. I think there's room for both in the improvement process, but especially for like raw speed and stamina, like you really want to, at least I think, like really push yourself to like levels that you feel like you almost can't even do properly
Mm.
and be like, man, this feels so improvable. Like I think that's the feeling you should get. Like you're getting a B rank or even like a high C rank when it's like, man, this feels A rankable one day in the near future.
Yeah, I need to start. I need to fix my collections because I have a couple of maps in mind for what you're talking about. I just can't find them. My collections are
Oh,
all over
yeah.
the
Yeah.
place.
I think okay, I think that's like the two biggest things for you. One is like definitely spending more time on like higher star stuff where you're really pushing yourself and specifically pushing for A ranks. And the other thing is like I think collections are really helpful, especially because like if you feel like you're having a really good hard rock day, then like you want to have that collection of maps that you've been wanting to do with hard rock rather than like trying to find all of them on that day. Like you can just go to that collection and have all of them there.
Yeah, I'm very unorganized with my OSU folders right now.
Let me write these stuffs down. Share screen. Um so right now it seems like a good strategy is to focus on like speed slash stamina skill cap. Um and branch out after you feel like you've gotten to a really like a really solid level. Um
Hmm.
and so two main things to start working into your sessions. I would say one is the like pushing for like A ranks, I guess. Pushing skill cap a bit harder. Finding maps that um you're getting either B rank slash high C ranks on and pushing yourself to be able to A rank those maps consistently. Um, so I think this should kind of be done alongside like kind of grinding for scores and like polishing your gameplay. Although
Hmm.
I think especially as we talked about, I think your fundamentals are in a good spot to where like there's a lot of room to improve just from trying to push skill cap. So um, yeah, this should definitely be incorporated a bit more. And then the other thing is like I think having like slightly more organized collections or like building your collections like more often. Um, Utilizing collections more often to keep track of maps you're currently working on slash maps you want to play if you have a good day on for a certain skill set, um, such as like HR.
Hmm.
Because this is, I mean, as I kind of talked about, this is something that I think is really, really helpful. But yeah, I think these are the two main things for you for sure. Um, as I mentioned, I'm not super concerned. Like, I don't see any like major weaknesses, which is good because you can just keep pushing skill cap, and then that's gonna get you in a really comfortable spot to be able to branch out to. I think like hard rock and tech would be the next like things to really conquer, and
Hmm.
from there, because I think like what pushing raw speed and stamina will do is like eventually, so your speed will get really good, and like your like conventional aim and like tapping on like stream type stuff is going to get really good, like your raw mechanics, and then tech is kind of like everything else. So that's kind of why I see those two things as like two main pillars that like you get really really good at one, and then like you just kind of touch up the other, and it all comes together in this beautiful harmony.
Yeah,
um but yeah, I mean, I think you also seem to have a pretty good gauge of where you're at as well, which is good. I think pushing yourself even on like that tournament collection, I think like holding on to that collection and like coming back to all those maps and really trying to push yourself on them, because if you're getting around like 100k or like 100 to maybe 300k or so consistently, like I think that's a fair range. It depends on the type of map, but yeah, I think like coming back to maps that you're like semi struggling with, and of course like just pushing yourself a lot is helpful. And it also helps to not like hyper fixate on like only one skill set. Although I think for you, like you already seem to balance like speed, stamina stuff, and reading pretty well. So I'm
hmm,
not super concerned about that either.
I do love my easy hidden maps.
Yep, let's go. Eventually you'll be like a easy DT player. You just put everything together and you'll be able to play that crazy stuff. And then you kind of become like Ikoro basically.
That's the dream.
um but yeah, that's my overall thoughts. I feel like you're in a good spot, and keep up the grind. You're gonna make it. I think you're gonna make it.
The Hubert grind set.
Let's go.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, let me send you this text file, and if you have questions, you're always welcome to just ask. I'm sure you are aware of that already.
Hmm.
um but yeah, thanks for always watching my streams.
For sure.
And yeah, keep me posted on your updates. I I'm invested now. I gotta see the
All right.
updates.
Alrighty.
But yeah, thanks again. I will see you around.
See you around.
See ya.
Wow.
And yep, there goes my Discord.